I woke up that Tuesday morning feeling slightly off. Nothing dramatic, just off. My wife asked if I was okay. I said yes. I convinced myself it was nothing. Just age. Just normal. That small lie almost killed me. 3 days later, I was in an emergency room, fighting for my life, listening to a doctor tell my family to prepare for the worst. I was 64 years old, and I had ignored every single warning sign my body had been screaming at me for months. If you're over 60, what I'm about to share with you could save your life, because your body is talking to you right now. The question is, are you listening? Let me take you back to that morning. It was September 14th, a date I'll never forget. I remember the sunlight coming through the bedroom curtains. The smell of coffee Clara was brewing downstairs. Everything seemed normal, except it wasn't. For weeks, maybe months, I had been feeling things. Small things, dismissible things. A little numbness in my left arm that came and went. Shortness of breath when I climbed the stairs. Unusual fatigue that hit me in the afternoons. A persistent tightness in my chest that I blamed on stress. But here's what I told myself. I'm 64. Of course I'm tired. Of course things hurt. This is just getting old. I was wrong. And that belief, that dangerous acceptance that discomfort is just part of aging, almost cost me everything. Because 3 days after that slightly off morning, I collapsed in my garage. Heart attack. Massive. The kind that kills 50% of people before they even reach the hospital. I was lucky. The paramedics were fast. The hospital was close. The doctors were skilled. But luck isn't a strategy. And I learned something in that hospital bed that I want to share with every single person over 60 watching this video. Your body doesn't betray you. You betray it by not listening. The first warning sign most people over 60 ignore is persistent fatigue that's different from normal tiredness. Let me be clear. I'm not talking about being tired after a long day. I'm talking about a deep, unshakable exhaustion that doesn't improve with rest. A fatigue that makes simple tasks feel overwhelming. For me, it started subtly. I'd wake up after 8 hours of sleep feeling like I hadn't slept at all. By noon, I'd be struggling to keep my eyes open. Tasks that used to be easy, like mowing the lawn, left me completely drained. I blamed it on age, on poor sleep quality, on stress. But here's what I didn't know. Persistent, unexplained fatigue is often your body's first alarm bell that something is seriously wrong. It can signal heart disease, anemia, thyroid problems, diabetes, even certain cancers. After my heart attack, my cardiologist told me something chilling. Your body was screaming at you for months. The fatigue was your heart telling you it was struggling. If you're experiencing unusual, persistent fatigue right now, I'm begging you, don't ignore it. Get it checked. Because preventive health isn't about being paranoid. It's about being wise. The second warning sign is unexplained weight changes, either loss or gain, without changes to your diet or activity level. 6 months before my heart attack, I lost 12 pounds. I didn't try. I wasn't dieting. And you know what I thought? Great. Maybe my metabolism is finally working in my favor. I was a fool. Unexplained weight loss after 60 can indicate serious conditions. Heart disease, diabetes, hyperthyroidism, even malignancies. But unexplained weight gain is equally concerning. It can signal heart failure, hormonal imbalances, or metabolic syndrome. Your body doesn't randomly change weight without reason. A close friend of mine, Margaret, experienced rapid weight gain over 4 months. She blamed menopause. Turns out she had developed hypothyroidism, a completely treatable condition. But by the time she finally saw a doctor, she also had developed high blood pressure and was pre-diabetic, all because she ignored the warning sign. Your weight is data. And after 60, sudden changes in that data matter enormously. If your weight has shifted significantly, please see a doctor. Before we continue, I want to hear from you. Have you experienced any warning signs lately that you've been ignoring? Maybe persistent pain? Unusual fatigue? Share in the comments below. Not just for me, but for the community here. Because your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to finally take action. And if you've already taken action on a warning sign, tell us about that too. Let's support each other in this. The third warning sign, and this is the one that, looking back, terrified me most, is cognitive changes. Memory lapses, confusion, difficulty finding words. About 4 months before my heart attack, I started having these moments. I'd be talking and suddenly couldn't remember a word I used every day. I'd walk into a room and completely forget why I went there. I brushed it off, got defensive even, because acknowledging it felt like admitting I was declining. But here's the truth. Cognitive changes after 60 can be warning signs of serious conditions. They can indicate cardiovascular problems, like mine, because the brain needs consistent blood flow. They can signal vitamin B12 deficiency, thyroid disorders, or medication interactions. The crucial part is, many of these causes are treatable, even reversible. After my heart attack was treated and my circulation improved, guess what happened? My cognitive function improved dramatically. The fog lifted. My brain wasn't failing. It was oxygen-starved. If you're experiencing cognitive changes, even subtle ones, please get evaluated. Your mind is precious. The fourth warning sign is the one I wish I had taken seriously from day one. Breathing difficulties or any form of chest discomfort. This was my most obvious sign, and I ignored it the longest. It started as occasional shortness of breath when I climbed stairs. Then it happened when I walked uphill. And the chest discomfort? I felt this pressure, this tightness. Sometimes it felt like indigestion. I made excuses. I'm out of shape. It's probably just acid reflux. I was wrong on all counts. Here's what you need to understand. After 60, any breathing difficulty or chest discomfort should be evaluated immediately. Not tomorrow. Immediately. The medical community has a phrase. Time is muscle. When it comes to heart attacks, every minute matters. Every minute without treatment means more heart muscle dies. If you're experiencing any form of breathing difficulty or chest discomfort, I don't care how minor it seems, get evaluated. Now, an EKG takes 5 minutes. These simple tests can save your life, and they protect your ability to live independently, to enjoy the smart retirement you've worked so hard to build. Don't gamble with your heart. The stakes are too high. If this information is resonating with you, if you're realizing you might need to pay more attention to what your body is telling you, please hit that like button. It helps this message reach more people who need to hear it. The fifth warning sign that too many people over 60 dismiss is changes in urination or digestive patterns. This seems embarrassing to talk about, but your elimination patterns tell an enormous story about your health. Increased urination, especially at night, can indicate diabetes, prostate issues, or kidney disease. Blood in urine is never normal. Similarly, persistent digestive changes matter. Chronic constipation or diarrhea. Changes in stool color or consistency. These aren't just inconveniences. They're communications from your body. A woman I know experienced increasing constipation for months. When she finally saw a doctor, they found early-stage colon cancer. She caught it in time. She told me later, with tears in her eyes, I wasted 6 months where that cancer was growing. All because I was too embarrassed to talk about my bowel movements. Don't let embarrassment cost you your life. Your doctor has heard it all. So if your bathroom patterns have changed, don't wait. Get evaluated. Let me tell you what happened after my heart attack. I spent 5 days in intensive care. Had emergency surgery, weeks of recovery, months of cardiac rehab. The financial impact? Even with good insurance, the out-of-pocket costs were staggering, over $15,000. But the real cost was bigger than money. The guilt of putting my family through that trauma. The fear I saw in my children's eyes. The nights my wife couldn't sleep, terrified she'd lose me. That's the real cost of ignoring your body's warnings. But it doesn't have to be your story. A yearly physical costs a small copay, but a heart attack? Those costs financial, emotional, physical are catastrophic. Smart retirement planning isn't just about investments. It's about investing in your health. So what do you do with this information? First, schedule a comprehensive physical. Tell your doctor about every symptom. Second, get baseline testing, bloodwork.ekg. Third, listen to your body actively. Keep a simple journal. Note unusual symptoms. Fourth, stop normalizing discomfort. And fifth, review your life insurance and health coverage. This isn't pessimism. It's responsible planning. If this video has opened your eyes, I want to invite you to subscribe to this channel. Every week, I share content about healthy aging, preventive health, and living your best life after 60. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. Let's do this together. I'm 68 years old now, 4 years past my heart attack, and I can honestly say I'm healthier now than I was at 62. Not despite what happened, but because of it, because I stopped ignoring my body. I started listening, acting, and my life is richer because of it. But I think about my friend who died at 62. Did he have warning signs? Did he ignore them like I did? What I do know is this. Right now, in this moment, your body is communicating with you. Maybe it's whispering. Maybe it's shouting, but it's speaking. The question is whether you're listening. You've spent decades building the life you want. Don't let ignored warning signs destroy everything. Your body is your most important investment. So please, hear what I'm saying. Don't wait for a crisis to take action. Listen now. Act now. Prioritize now. Because you matter. Your life matters. And it's not too late. Promise yourself something. This week, schedule that doctor's appointment you've been putting off. Get that symptom checked, because your life is worth protecting. Your future is worth fighting for. And you deserve to live every year ahead with health, dignity, independence, and joy. Thank you for watching.